Hey everyone, welcome back to another high quality foodie feature for you here on the channel, where this time I returned to Carl's Jr. to go in on another version of their all new Hot Honey Chicken. That's right, get ready for it, it's the all new Hot Honey hand breaded chicken and waffle sandwich, so stay tuned because it's up next. Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
So here it is, the Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich. A mouthful of a title for a small to medium-sized chicken sandwich here, guys. This is actually looking kind of nice, actually, and that Belgian waffle is really setting this one off, along with that hot honey sauce off to the side there. Alright, so let's pop the top of said Belgian waffle and take a look underneath, and it looks like we have a very plentiful amount of that hot honey sauce all on top of their white meat chicken fillet, guys. Of course, it's going to be dusted in those southern spices, buttermilk goodness all around, and fried to a crispy golden brown, I should say. And I gotta say, it's looking really, really tasty. The size of the chicken is actually pretty decent considering the size of the waffle itself. It kind of comes out the sides, but looking very nice. Alright, and underneath that it looks like we have nothing but the bottom of the waffle, and of course that chicken is looking pretty amazing, guys. I have to admit, I can't wait to get into this one. Plenty of the good stuff on top of this, and the aroma in my car is definitely smelling pretty sweet. Alright, so let's not waste any more time on this one. This is the all-new Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich here at Carl's Jr. Let's peep out this flavor. Well, as this one is glistening in the sun, you can definitely see all of that hot honey action on this one, guys. And I gotta say, the color really complements the chicken itself along with that Belgian waffle. It's really soaking up pretty nicely. I just wish the waffle itself was just a little bit bigger, but we'll get into that in just a second. Let's not waste any more time. Like I said earlier, let's get into this. Once again, it's the all-new Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich here at Carl's Jr. Let's do it. That chicken is banging right away. You know, actually, considering the thickness of this piece of chicken right now, I don't really mind the fact that the waffles themselves are a little on the small side. As this focuses in, you're going to see it real quick here. It's a very nice, really quality-made piece of chicken, guys. As you can see, the white meat is definitely on display. But again, I do kind of wish for visual representation, especially for the price point. This was actually 2 full waffles, not one split down the middle, because it does feel a little on the thin side, but at the same time, it does complement in terms of the flavor. A little bit of light sweetness that I'm getting from it in general, but it goes very nicely. But honestly, this is actually not really super hot like I thought it was going to be compared to the previous sandwich that I did, which you're probably seeing jumping up on your screen right now. Even still, very delicious all around. Let's keep going in. Yep. Definitely a very sticky situation with this one, but as you can see again, a more of a cross-section shot for you to check out that white meat, guys. Very nicely done, and it really tastes very quality made. Like I said, it really sings in terms of the flavor department. The light sweetness of the Belgian waffle is solid, and while it does remind me of that honey glazed version that they had previously because the sweetness of that waffle is the same, I have to say the light, actually, sweetness that I'm getting from the hot honey sauce is actually not bad this time around compared to the heat that it had. It's actually a very nice compliment. Pretty even, actually. So yeah, this one is really not too much different from the regular version they came out with initially, I believe with that honey maple glaze, which again, you can take a look at that review popping up on your screen here right now. It was actually a very tasty situation, but even still with this having a little bit of heat on top of it, the sweetness of the honey, it kind of brings out the flavor of the waffle pretty nicely. And again, when you have the quality of the chicken, let me just keep showing this to you guys because it really looks pretty nice, especially in the sun there as it's glistening. It is no shortage of flavor with this one, just a banging flavor overall and super delicious stuff. Very tasty. Alright, so let me go for one more bite in this one real quick, because this is kind of an add-on to the original review that I did. Very nice overall with this naturally. I kind of knew what I was in for with the sauce, but the combination of the waffle really adds to it. Again, I just wish it was a little bit thicker like a real Belgian waffle, but even still, pretty tasty. One more bite and we'll close this one out. Hang on. Alright, this waffle is kind of falling apart just a bit, but I'll try and go around the world for you here, guys. But as you can see, a very nice combination of a southern type of fried chicken action with this one as I'm dropping stuff all over the place. But even still, very nice combinations of flavor. The heat is nice, and the Belgian waffle is definitely a banging situation. I just wish it was a little bit thicker, and maybe it wouldn't be falling apart so much. But even still, very flavorful. So with that said, I'm going to have to give the all-new Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich here at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's a pretty decent 7.9 out of 10. It's pretty much up there in terms of flavor, guys, but like I said, the main hit with this one is the actual waffle that they're using themselves. The quality of the chicken speaks for itself, the coating is beautiful on it, and the combination of the sweet honey type of goodness that you're getting along with heat is a beautiful combination. Again, the waffle needs to be bigger, it needs to be less crumbly, and basically a little bit more hearty considering the price point. $5.99 is what I paid for this one here in Southern Cali, and again, it's a premium, but the quality is pretty tasty. Alright, so one simple question for you, because if you've made it this far into the review, chances are you're going to be swinging over to either Carl's Jr. or Hardee's to give this one a shot. Are you a fan of like waffle sandwiches, like as waffle being like the bun of the main sandwich itself? And if you are, what are some of the things that you've enjoyed in the past there, naturally using them? Drop those comments down below, and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Yes, sir, definitely a pretty tasty piece of hand-breaded fried chicken, and while they're definitely known for flavor lit by fire, in this case, it's flavor lit by fryer. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for checking out another one of my reviews. But just in case you didn't see the one before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's gonna recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something I like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.